park. Still, it just turned spring, but this place is still closed. But I'm pretty sure I can still go here. I just think you can't park here, so I just parked in the street otherwise. This actually cuts through the middle of this golf course, which I believe you get to from Clyde Park if you want to go golfing here. So, yeah, there are some golfers that come in here, but alright, you can see the kind of road behind me. There's the path. Turned onto one of the little paths here. I think there's like 3 of these little paths. It says on the sign, or somewhere I once read, that it takes like 2 hours to do one of these, but I never really saw how many miles it was. But it took me like 25 minutes or something. It was nothing. I don't know if they're expecting people to walk slower or stop and look at things, but you can see there's, like I said, there's a lot of different little paths going through here. There's this one here that we're on. I think there's another one there, goes over that bridge. But we're going along this little creek. We're planning on going this way. So we'll see what's up here. I believe this is the one I went on before. I haven't actually spent a lot of time in this particular park, but I didn't notice this sign last time I was here, but maybe I just missed it. But it says there's a ski and snowshoe hike. So if you're here in the winter time, I guess you have to ski on one side and the hikers stay out of their paths. I think that's a little strange because I drive by here once in a while and the gates are always closed all winter long. And like I said, I had to park on a little street, so I don't know how much they actually cater to skiers here, but obviously they do a little bit. So there's a little stuff out there. Plastic Creek is out that way, but this little creek runs into it. And there are, like I said, there's 3 or 4 of these paths. I came in where the little blue tree is, and I know that's the one that goes the longest, if I remember correctly. But the red one and the reindeer, not sure which ones those are. I know one of them is actually handicap accessible. Alright, now I'm on the little section where it's must be the handicapped accessible part, because this is the part where there's a little cement. Doesn't last very long. I think this might be the rabbit track trail. I don't know what they call it, but it's the one with the little rabbit tracks on it, or the rabbit on it. So this is quite short. I do remember off to my left up there, there's where the handicap parking was. So it just starts right up on top of the hill. Here, this is a neat little part of the trail. I believe this is the main creek next to the trail now. It was up here, and this is the parking lot at the end of the trail. When I was a kid, we used to come swimming down here. A lot of sand. It's a real sandy bottom. I don't even know if they allow swimming anymore, but the path goes that way. I want to take a walk over here and see how things are looking. I haven't been here for quite some time, so it's all grass along here. So if you want a little picnic, you can drive your car to the end of that driveway where I came down. There's a nice little grassy. This whole place is grassy, and you can see that water is clear as can be. I think there are fish in there. I think this is where my brother might have came when we were kids, back when you could, I don't know if you still can, but spear fish. And over that way, there's this little bridge that goes over to a cement trail that just basically goes over to 44th Street. So that's just a quick short walk. It's basically next to a golf course, so it's not too exciting. So I always like to take these paths back here. Not always, like I said, I haven't been here for a long time, but I got some really good paths. And I'm going to be moving on down the regular trail again. Like I said, there's some grass. You can come and park right down there. You're good. The path kind of kept going back here. So I'm going to head back to that and keep on walking. It goes, well, I'll show you when I get there. Alright, so now we're coming off the trail, kind of zipping across the road here. We're going to be heading down the other side of the park. This side, if I remember correctly, has some houses next to it and things, but it's a cement path. This part of it, at least, it turns into dirt, goes along the golf course. So probably at the halfway point, it's really only been maybe 20 minutes. I'm going slow because I'm checking things out. But this little sling I bought for my wife, it just goes, you can wear it on the front or the back. It's just like a little sling. It holds just enough for a quick walk after work or whatever. I got my water, got my gloves, my extra power in case whatever runs out of batteries, but my water, and the camera goes in there. Just put it right in the front. Everything's easily accessible, and it's right there. It costs like $15 on Amazon, but it's perfect for this kind of thing. No need to bring, even a small backpack would be more of a trouble than this, because this goes right on the front and it's just perfect for this. So it's just a little cheap thing. It's called the Boat King. It's an off-brand. They are more expensive ones, but this is just I don't know, it's perfect for this. This is where I came from, and on the dirt here, the official path says to go on this dirt, which is great because that's what I prefer anyway, but at least today. But there's a cement path over there as well, and I'm not sure if that just kind of goes along with this one, or if it is just there for something else. I don't know. Actually, there you can probably see it a little bit better. It just kind of goes along the side of this one. So you can take that one, I suppose, as long as you don't get messed up somewhere along the way. It is a pretty hard place to navigate around because there's so many different trails and so many unofficial ones and official ones. So, but I wouldn't worry. You can't. Very hard to get lost here. It's almost impossible. So we'll keep on walking and see what we see next. And while I was here, once again, I thought I'd break out the Geocache app and see what's around here. And of course, as soon as I decided to do it, we're right next to one. There's quite a few of them around here. My brother and I came in here a few years ago geocaching, so this may be one I've already found. It doesn't show as found on my app here, I don't think, but I don't believe this is up to date. So I'm gonna have to turn, I suppose, and head back this way into the woods somewhere. I'll let you know if I find it. All right, found it pretty easily. It's a good size bottle here, and I actually went in that one, so it's totally dry. I don't know how this works as far as these geocache videos go, so I'm just going to give a spoiler alert right now. I'm going to show you how this one worked. So spoiler alert, if you don't want to see kind of what the trick was to this one. Alright, so here's the spoiler alert. You can see the jug inside this little tree. And what you're supposed to do is put your fingers in there, or a stick or whatnot. Just push it up until it gets all the way up this crack. They get to the part where you can actually get it out. Now, that's what I did. That was what it was meant to be. But it looks like the tree has rotted away considerably since then. So it's actually just right here. So I'm going to put it back in there, lock it off. Maybe someone won't see it. I didn't see it that way. I didn't come around to the side of the tree. I saw it from the other side. So, well, there it is. It's a nice one now. Somebody had some good thinking to that one. Alright, here I am back again. I think I'm getting towards the end, but so I can see the golf course, the trees ahead of me a little bit. Just wanted to check in, and you see the path right here. My brother and I are going on we're planning on at least going on a little backpacking trip on April 1st for that weekend. We're going up Friday, staying Friday, Saturday night. I'm not sure if I'm equipped for it exactly. I have a hammock. I do hammock camping, but I don't have super warm things. And now, even though it's a couple weeks away, it still says that it's going to snow on the Saturday. So we'll see. I think we're going to go almost no matter what. But what we're going to do is take, at least what I'm going to do is just pack in heavier. Go with heavier clothes. I don't have an underquilt, but I have a pad that I put in the sleeping bag, the hammock. But yep, it's going to be fun. I'm sure we'll get some videos of that, and hopefully we survive the night. We'll only go like a mile into the trail, so. All right, trail comes out into the park, I guess. This is kind of a different way than I took last time, but I think this is right. This park also has got a lot of pavilions in it. I guess you can rent for parties or whatnot. There are bathrooms throughout. I assume none of them are open right now, but like I say, this is the path, and I know where I parked, so I can just start walking back that way. But I guess from here it's not marked anymore. Possibly I took a wrong turn. I don't know, but so this is going to be the end. Call it a day. Head back to the car and go home. I didn't make a lot of miles today, but it's a neat little place. It's close to my work too, so I think this year I might come back here a little more often. Last year I only came here the one time, but I think it's well worth coming here. It's a nice place, nice trails. I think even in the summertime, it's not extremely crowded. I don't know if they allow bikes. I never really saw any signs saying they didn't, so I assume you're gonna run into maybe a mountain bike or two along the way. But throughout the whole park they do have these playground equipment. You see all kinds of little places. I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but there's all kinds of little places, playground equipment, and outings. You get a big parking lot here you can drive around to for this one. I'm not going to show the whole park, maybe some other video later when there's trees and leaves and whatnot. But yep, this is it. And I will see you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.